Asterisk, asterisk, the shadow of Ravensbrook Manor, asterisk, asterisk. Ravensbrook Manor, an imposing mansion on the outskirts of a sleepy town, had been abandoned for as long as anyone could remember. Its grand facade was marred by decay, and its once manicured gardens had turned into a tangled mess of weeds and thorns. The locals avoided the manor, claiming that a dark shadow roamed the halls, a remnant of a tragic past. One crisp autumn afternoon, Lucy, a young journalist with a knack for uncovering hidden stories, decided to investigate the manor for her latest feature. She arrived with her notebook, a camera, and a flashlight, determined to uncover the truth behind the legend of Ravensbrook Manor. As she walked up the creaking steps to the entrance, Lucy felt a chill in the air. Though the day was unusually warm, the heavy wooden doors groaned as she pushed them open, revealing a grand fork covered in dust and cobwebs. The manor was filled with the remnants of a bygone era, ornate furniture draped in sheets, portraits of long-gone residents, and faded wallpaper. Lucy began her exploration, carefully photographing the details of the manor and taking notes on her findings. As she ventured deeper into the house, she noticed an oppressive darkness that seemed to cling to the walls, making her feel as though she was being watched. In the manor's library, Lucy found an old journal hidden behind a row of dusty books. The journal belonged to Eleanor Ravensbrook, the last member of the Ravensbrook family. Her entries spoke of a great tragedy that had befallen her family, a betrayal that had led to their downfall. One entry stood out. "My brother Samuel is not who he appears to be. His greed and ambition have turned him against us. I fear what he may do next." Lucy continued reading and discovered that Samuel had been the architect of the family's ruin, consumed by jealousy and greed. He had betrayed his own family, leading to the loss of their fortune and the eventual decline of the manor. In his desperation, he had committed a terrible act. He had murdered Eleanor and her family to secure their wealth for himself. Consumed by guilt, Samuel had gone mad and disappeared, never to be seen again. As Lucy read the final pages of the journal, a cold draft swept through the room, and she heard a whispering voice behind her. Turning around, she saw a dark, shadowy figure standing in the doorway, its form shifting and elusive. "Help me," the shadow whispered, its voice filled with anguish. Lucy realized that the shadow was the tormented spirit of Eleanor, bound to the manor by the unresolved sins of her brother. She promised Eleanor that she would reveal the truth of the betrayal and the murder. Determined to honor her promise, Lucy wrote a detailed article about the Ravensbrook family's history, exposing Samuel's crimes and the tragic end of Eleanor and her loved ones. She published the article in a local newspaper, ensuring that the story was heard by the community. On the night the article was released, Lucy returned to the manor. The air was heavy with anticipation as she walked through the darkened halls. In the library, Eleanor's spirit appeared once more, her form glowing faintly in the dim light. "Thank you for setting the truth free," Eleanor said, her voice now calm and serene. With a gentle smile, Eleanor's spirit began to dissolve into the shadows, her anguish lifting as she moved toward the light. The oppressive darkness that had hung over Ravensbrook Manor dissipated, leaving the mansion at peace. Ravensbrook Manor was eventually restored and became a historical site, a place where visitors could learn about the tragic history and the bravery of those who sought justice. Lucy's article became a celebrated piece of journalism, and she continued to uncover stories of the past, driven by the memory of the shadow she had helped set free.